Lankan, Sammy, live on a podcast here today. Let's make sure everything's working well. Thanks for joining. I'm really happy that you guys are here. It is Tuesday. Let's just make sure. My mom calling me? All right. Just make sure all the volume's off on all the phones and everything going on here. Where are we? All right, there we are. Okay, no, mom's not calling me. She's sneezing. Anyway, welcome to the podcast, guys. Today we're going to talk about side hustles. I got a new side hustle. I'm really excited about it. Let's hope it works out. Basically, we're going to talk about that today. What else is going on? I need to make sure that we stick to a good time frame because I have a class right after this. I have a busy day today. Today's my busiest day. Tuesday is my busiest day. Well, today's a busy Tuesday. But anyway, I want to thank everybody who's joining and watching the live streams. I know it's kind of difficult to join the live streams during the daytime, but I really don't have time at night. This is really the only time I have for now. Things might change in the future. But, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, even after the fact. So if you are, please comment. Let me know what you think, okay? Tell me what you think. Say hi. Just put a comment, a like. Really helps the channel, okay? I truly, truly appreciate it. Lots of love to you guys. We are going to be doing my first panel on April, I think in a week. Yeah, April 3rd. I am going to be having a live stream with a fellow YouTuber from the UK. I'm going to get the details out for you guys in a little bit, but he's agreed to come on and talk about escaping the West. Why is he following me? And why is he, as of this month, retiring and escaping the West? Where is he going? What is he doing? Things like that. So we're going to talk. He's going to be joining us on April 3rd at 12:30 Sri Lankan time. 7 a.m. UK time, so please join us for that. That's going to be an interesting panel, all right? So Tuesday and Thursdays in the afternoon, we're going to have the podcast. I'm going to maintain my Sunday Fun Day. In 2 weeks, Sunday Fun Day from up north, we're going to be in Anuradhapura, and that's going to be fun. So let's hang out for that. Today, like I said, we're going to talk about this new side hustle that I have jumped into. Like I'm talking jump right into it. I thought about it, and within 48 hours, I'm doing it. What is it? Flipping laptops. So here's where I got the idea. I actually don't remember where I got the idea. Maybe I was watching something online, and then I just happened to go onto Facebook Marketplace, and I saw a couple of computers, and I was thinking I was going to do PCs first because I know PCs. I understand them, right? Like desktops. But then I started speaking to people. So I spoke to Desmond. I spoke to Harshana, who's a young guy. I spoke to another tech guy that I know, and he says in Sri Lanka, the market is 100% laptops. Nobody wants a desktop. They need the laptop for work, like schoolwork. Kids need the laptop to do their schoolwork, to do Zoom, to browse the internet and watch YouTube. Okay? They don't play games. They don't have money to buy a computer to play games. any games that are out today. Like, I mean, my laptop is, you know, I bought it 3 years ago. It was like $3,000 or $4,000 because it's 4090, RTX 4090, okay? 64 gigabytes of RAM. Uh, I don't even know what kind of processor. It's an AMD 9 processor, super fast, 4.5 gigahertz. I mean, it's powering 4 screens. Okay, it's a very powerful laptop. The kids today, or the laptops and the things that I'm looking at, are not like that. So let me show you what I'm doing. This is how I figured it out. And guys, let me tell you something. ChatGTP, my God, this thing is incredible. Okay, it is incredible. So this is how I figured it out, that I can actually make money. I'm not talking a huge amount of money, okay? Maybe $30 to $50 per laptop, okay? Now, the amount of time it takes me to work on these is zero, because I just leave it. I set up a desk over there by the window, okay? And right now I got one laptop running on there, updating. It's just sitting there updating. And every little while I'll get up and walk over and check on it and come back. I'm not actually physically doing it. I'm not upgrading RAM or hard drives or anything like that. I'm cleaning the outside, cleaning the fans, right? Using the proper tools. I Googled everything, got those delivered. So I spent about $80 on Daraz to get all of the things. I spent more than I should have because I wanted a few things that I don't think I really need. I got cotton balls, cotton swabs, microfiber towels. I got isopropyl alcohol, which is to clean everything. I got dishes for like magnetic dishes. I bought a screwdriver set. I bought cable ties, which I don't need because I'm not doing PCs, but I bought them anyway. I bought a mat, an anti-static mat. I bought a little, like, this thing where you can put, and then it has all these holes where you can put screws in, so you remember where all the screws go. Alcohol pads, gloves, all sorts of things that a tech would need, right? But no electronics, like no testers or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm buying people's older computers that are 5 or 10 years old. I'm buying them for about $80 to $100, and then I'm selling them for about $100, $110. So I'm making about $30. Why am I doing this? Well, it's for the fun. I'm bored, and I have all of this. I mean, I have all the software right here. So I'm going to update all the software, right? I'm going to buy bulk Windows keys, or most of these already have Windows on them. I'm just going to refresh the Windows. If it has Windows on it already, I'm just going to do a factory reset. Install Microsoft Office or Libra, which is a free version. Put in Adobe so they can do PDF. VLC so they can watch videos and photographs. What other software am I going to put on there? I'm going to update all of the software. So a zip file software, Chrome I'm going to set up. I'm going to put in an antivirus. I'm going to put in Microsoft PC Manager, which is like a CC cleaner. It cleans it. Microsoft Teams. NVIDIA if it's an NVIDIA card, the NVIDIA app to update the driver. If it's an AMD, the AMD app. Zoom, WhatsApp, WebEx, and Line. Don't need view power. So I'm going to install all those different softwares to make sure that the computer's up, and I'm going to configure it, right? going to get rid of Internet Explorer. I'm going to de-bloat everything. And I'm going to prepare it so that it's ready to go. Make sure it has English and Sinhala and Tamil on the keyboards. I mean, it's an English keyboard, but I'm going to have the language set up on it. Make sure Google Chrome is set up properly. So doing all of that, I should, be able to flip these. Now, how do I find them? Well, here's what I do. Let me show you. It's a lot of fun for me because I'm bored out of my skull. I have nothing to do. So I'm going to do this. So this is what I do. I come over here to Facebook Marketplace. I can go to Ilkan, which is another website, IKman, which is a website, but this one is what I started. So this is what I do. Okay. So I'll go here. I'll find, okay, this one is 110,000. Okay. So let's go here. Let's find this one. All right. And I take a look to see if there's any details. Okay. So there's a couple pictures. So I take a print screen of this. Okay. Take a print screen of this. I go over here to Facebook, to ChatGTP. Then I come back and I'll get the details that they have written down. Copy and paste that into ChatGTP. I've already asked ChatGTP questions, so it knows what I want. So I'm going to ask it, what's the flip? This is already prepared. So I've already told it what I'm looking for, why I'm doing, et cetera, et cetera. So it knows what answers to give me. So what's the flip means what's going to happen? Like, what is this? What is it worth? Is it worth what they're asking? And how much can I make from it? So it's telling me right away I can make about 20,000. It's about $80. No, wait. It's about 67 US dollars. Okay, so it tells me, and it demand in Sri Lanka. Okay, it's a strong flip. Okay, and if I can get it for 90,000, so the guy's asking 110, right? So if I can get it for 100,000, I could sell it for 120. Because if you look at the way they market this, I mean, look at these pictures. What the heck is that? It's not even the right way. And, it's got the guy's phone number and everything on there. And this is okay. That's an okay picture, but that's the worst picture I've ever seen in my life. That's an okay picture. But what I want to see is I want to see the actual keys to see how clean it is, right? He's got 3 pictures. You're allowed 10. And, he's like, the information there is very limited. Not a lot of details. It's been on there for 15 weeks. So then what I do is I go in here and I say, polite, lowball, highlight, deficiencies, and offer 80. Because then he'll say 90, right? So I go in here and it'll output that. This guy's in Jayala area. It's close by to my house. So I double check to make sure he's not a flipper as well. So I see what he's got. He's got, what the heck are these? He doesn't have a lot. He looks like he's a DJ. So this is probably one of his older computers that he was using. And copy and paste this. So he's saying, like the graphics are integrated, not dedicated. A VRAM is listed. Okay. It doesn't have a graphics card. It's integrated. And it's a business laptop. All right. And then I edit a little bit the message. Meeting in Jila this weekend. There we go. So it's an i5 8 Gen. It's a pretty good computer. So I'm going to send that to him. All right. Now coming back here. So if I can get this for 85, what's my best possible ROI? And then ChatGTP will spit out, how much money I can make. And it knows what software I'm going to install because I've already told this. So ChatGTP, you create these scenarios and it knows what's going on. All right, so he just replied back and said it's not available. I said, okay, thanks. Great day. He hasn't taken it down, so I'll just delete that from. I hate people who are. So these are all the ones I've sent messages to. You can see I've sent messages to quite a few. And I'm waiting on, I'm picking up one more. So it tells you, it tells you what the market is looking for. It knows what the market is looking for. So that's a good thing. Like, I don't know all the ins and outs about the different processors and the different kinds of computer laptops, but I mean, it's telling me right here, right? A student work from home or office buyers, right? And I can make like 22,000 at the top end. So if I make 22,000, 74 US dollars for nothing. Like there's no work. I just sit there and type a few things and it's done while I'm doing nothing. So that one's not available. So let's go by newest first. All right, near my area. Oh, there's a couple of new ones that just came online. Dell Latitude, that one looks good, and that one these two look good. These ones I've already looked at. Okay, so let's jump into this one. All right, have I looked at this one? So this one guy says the battery's gone. How far away is he? He's far. He's gonna have to come into Colombo to meet me. Look at these pictures. Like, I don't want to see your hand, and I don't want to see your reflection, right? I want to see the keys, a very close up picture of the keys and of the like, is that a stain or what is that I'm seeing down here at the bottom? Look, I want to see the trackpad. I want to see the quality. Right? So, I mean, he does take pictures of that. What the heck is this? An iCore 3 and an iCore 7. What does that mean? iCore 3 7th gen, iCore 7 9th gen? Like, that doesn't make sense. Someone stuck a sticker on there. So now I'm like, what the heck? So I'll take this picture, which means nothing. This means nothing. Oh, okay, no, it does. It has the processor and 8 gigs of RAM. And I'll throw it into here. And then HP laptop touch display. Ooh, big effing deal. I hate touching a screen. Ugh. Is he a flipper? He's got a couple of computers. Oh no, he has the same one twice. Let's take a look and see what does ChatGPT say about this one. Not a lot, $30. So he's asking 42. If he's asking 42, I can get it for 28. What could I sell it for? It already told me that. It says I could probably make about 10 to 13. So I'll make about 40 bucks is not anything to cry about for an hour's work. It says a very solid flip. And here's the thing, even with the battery issue, if you note and say the battery sucks and focus on use it while it's plugged in, which is what budget users do. That's what they use. They said it should move within 7 days. So this is something I might look at, right? So that's what I do. I look at these ones that are in the 30 to 40 range. Something like this, I don't know if I would do that. These are the golden ones, because these are the ones that are for students who need to do their homework, need to surf the internet, do Zoom calls, right? Now, there's also, not this one, but there was another one I saved where there was a whole bunch of RAM. Now, if I can update the RAM, so for example, this one's got 8 gigs of RAM, that's fine. 8 gigs is, I won't spend any money on anything more. But if it's got only 4 gigs of RAM, I would update it. Sorry guys, can you just give me a second? I'm gonna go get some water. I gotta check on the laptop that's updating right now. So mom got my brother brought her a new laptop for Christmas. So her old one, which was a piece of crap, oh my God, can't believe she used that one. That's gonna be my first flip. Now I'm gonna get probably $30 for that. It's an older one. I'll probably get $30 or $40 for it. So here, what is this worth? It's a Dell. Right? It's low-end CPU, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and an HDD. 22,000. So I could flip it for 22 to 28. If I can get 22,000, if I can get 20,000 for it, that's $60. $60 for a free laptop. I don't even remember how old that laptop is. It's a low end, right? But again, here's the important thing. I am going to be taking pro pictures using an 8K camera. This perfect lighting. It's going to be beautiful. So that's the trick here, right? A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of these pictures that you see online, I'm like, what the heck? They're garbage pictures. So when I see a good professional picture, then I'm going to trust it. Then the second thing is I'm not going to use my Facebook. I'm going to create a new Facebook account and create like a business page. So it's a little bit more slick, a little bit more professional looking. And, these guys, they like to lowball. And, one guy is like, I'm desperate for money. And I said, yeah, well, I'll offer it. And he just put it up. So I said, okay, I'll offer you 45. He says, no, I need 50. Now, 5,000 is not a big deal to me, but 5,000, that when it comes to like reselling it, 5,000 is a big deal. If I'm going to keep it, 5,000 is not a big deal. But if I'm trying to flip it, I want every 1,000 rupees is profit for me, right? So this is what I'm hoping to do. if I can flip 5 machines a month, right? If I can flip 5 machines a month, $30 to $50 a machine, you do the math. 30, 50 to 60 to $70 a machine, you do the math. Once I start getting more machines, then it becomes exponential. I don't want to, so like right now I'm investing about $500. I'm not going to buy any more machines until I earn that back, right? So I'll buy 1 machine. So I'll buy 3 machines. So I have 1 free and I'm buying 2 this weekend. So I'll have 3 machines. The profits from those will let me buy 1 machine without dipping into my own money. How does that? No, wait a minute. Okay. So I invested 500. Did I invest 500? I figured it out. I haven't had my coffee yet, so I need to think about it. But basically, as I keep profiting from each one, and again, I'm not doing this for the money. You got to remember, I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm doing this for fun because I need something to do during the 4 hours of free time that I have every day that I'm like, ah. And here's the beautiful thing. It's not something that I have to keep doing. If I want to stop, I just stop. And okay, if I have stock, I just keep it until somebody wants to buy it. Someone will come online and buy it one day, right? So I have used ChatGPT to figure out everything. It writes everything for me. All I got to do is take 10 amazing pictures. So easy to take 10 amazing pictures when you have like a $2,000 phone that can take amazing pictures. Come on. If you don't know how to take a good picture, and that's the other thing, I've been watching a couple of YouTube videos on how to take pictures. I got great lighting. That's the important thing. No reflections, okay? When they take pictures, there's like all these glare and everything. Can't see it. Got to use soft lighting and angled lighting, okay? And no shadows or anything like that. You got to get right up close to see the keypad to show that the keypad is clean, right? And the front page of my thing will show that I have cleaning products and stuff like that. So, yeah. What else is going on? Oh, that's something I'm kind of excited in doing. So today, I actually just got a message that some of the items I ordered from Dara's are coming in. The one thing that I forgot to order is a universal power adapter, which I put it in my cart and I have to see whether I should buy it or not because it's kind of expensive. But it's a universal power bank that you can dial how much power goes to the laptop. Because some of these laptops don't have batteries and they don't have power cords. And I don't want to buy a power cord for each and every one. Now, if I'm going to sell them, they're going to have power cords. So the good thing is that I have a contact at Liberty Plaza in Bumblepitia, and then I'm going to try to find somebody here in Jayala at the local shop here who I can pick up. I don't have to go all the way down there. I can pick up stuff from here. And the fact that, we go to Colombo every week is a good place to meet. So, yeah, the other thing is I'm meeting these guys at like coffee shops where I can turn on the computer. I plug in my USB, I install diagnostic software, I run a test, I run a hard drive test, an SSD test, I run a speed test, make sure the Wi-Fi card is working properly. I run a CPU test. Those are all things you can do very easily. And a cycle test, like how many times has this computer been cycled, the battery. There's diagnostic tools that are available to tell you, if it's a damaged product or not. It tests all the keys for you. You don't have to type. It tests everything for you. Tests the sound. It tests everything. So I already have all that covered. And because I asked, number one, I asked ChatGPT. Number two, I watched hours of YouTube videos on how to become a flipper. Now, the one thing that ChatGPT told me is that the Sri Lankan market is not saturated. There are shops. There are. But a lot of people don't have the money. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. In the beginning, I'm going to do it for profit. I mean, I have to. I have to do it for profit so that I can build up an inventory. So once I get an inventory, then there's going to be where I'm going to start kind of like giving away for charity. Go back to that, helping hands where we can find a student and for cost, like $50. If you guys want to support, not now, not today, this is a couple months down the road, I don't mind investing the time. Like if it takes me an hour to rebuild this computer, I'm not physically doing anything. I'm not spending any money. It's just software, right? And downloading over the internet, right? So updating and configuring software, making sure that the software is working properly, cleaning things up, taking a blower, taking a wipe to it. So I mean that's nothing. That's pure entertainment. That's fun for me. That I love doing computer setups. That's why I was thinking I was going to do it with a PC, but not in this market. Not in this market. They want laptops. I gave my old laptop to Desmond, and he's like, "Oh, it's the best thing." Even though it doesn't work, one of the keys is stuck. He still says, "I said I can get that fixed." He says, "No, sir, it's okay. Don't worry about it." Says he loves it because he can do Zoom, he can surf the internet, he can talk to his fiance, he does everything. He says it's the perfect thing. He wouldn't have been able to afford it on his own. So, did I message this guy? No. Let's message him. Message this guy. Or did I? Let's see if I get this is the HP laptop. No, I didn't message him, so let's message him. So So I sent him a message. Let's see if he follows up. I don't know why people take so long to follow up. I mean, I message people and they don't follow up. It's annoying. I guess people have jobs and I don't. Anyway, yeah, I mean, this is going to be fun. So I have to set up a new Facebook account. I have to set up using my Hotmail, not my Gmail, because I want to keep my private personal stuff separate from this. Not for anything, just from security, right? From security. And set up a business profile so that it looks a little bit more professional. I don't want to look like a company or a business. I just want to look like someone who is professional. You know, I don't want to look like a store. Who knows what this could become something. I don't think I would really want to. It's too much work, too much hassle. You know, here it is. Buy it as is. Thank you very much. No warranty, nothing. Have a nice day. Got a good deal on a good product with, and the thing is that I'm putting in all the software. Ooh, message. Let's see. Sorry, what? He wants 35. Let me see if it's worth 35. So he said he wants 35. I'm not going to pay 35. I'll pay 30. I offered 25. He says he wants 35. Because I'd have to buy a new battery. So I popped it into ChatGTP. Said he came back with 35. So a battery will cost about 8,000. I get like 6,000 to 10,000 profit. So I can say, reply politely that if he replaces the battery, I will pay 35. But since I need to buy one for 8,000 for at least 8,000, and I am only willing to pay. So I came in at, what did I come in at? I offered 25, I'll say 30. There we go. So I asked ChatGTP to write a polite response because the battery, he says the battery's dead. And I said, well, I need a battery. So, hi, thanks again for the details. I really appreciate the condition of the laptop. If the battery was already replaced, I'd be happy to pay the asking price of $35,000. But since I'll need to buy a new battery separately, which will cost me at least $8,000, I'm only able to offer $30,000. I can close the deal this Friday, cash in hand. Let me know if that works for you. So I sent that to him. Hopefully he'll come back. He's in Kotte, so we'll have to meet in southern Colombo, Bambalapitiya, Welawata. So, yeah, I already have one deal closed. And that is for, I forget, I have to write all of this down. I have to get all of this now written down and put on paper because I have to figure out what's going on. I have one meeting. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah, he says no. You know, he needs money. So, I mean, it is, for me, it's not that big of a deal. 16 US dollars is not that big of a deal. But when the margin is only this much, I'm only going to make $20 on it if I buy it at 30,000, because I'm going to have to buy a battery. I can't sell it without a battery. It's just not, nobody's going to buy it. It's going to sit there. I'm not going to sell defective products. Everything I'm going to sell is going to be in working condition with a battery and with a power cord. Now, the battery may not be the best battery, but it's going to hold a charge for at least an hour. So that one is done. They might come back and say, you know what? Good. I'm interested. Anyway, what else is going on? New contract started today. Really fun class. I really like it. Stock market is up. I mean, I was down 10% this month. It's all back up again. I'm still down only 3%, but 3%, I'm up 40%. Okay, I was 45. I'm now down to 40. It's on paper. I don't care. I'm getting dividends left, right, and center. I love it. I love it. It's, you know, I bought gold last week. Bought a ton of gold. Actual gold bars. I got to hold the gold bars. This is really cool. So those are in the safety deposit box. Mom went and put them in the safety deposit box on Friday. New videos coming out next week. We're back on Sri Lankan videos. Market's up 1%. Well, sorry, my stocks are up 1% today. Yeah, they were up yesterday. They were up today. Good on you. Good on you. So we had a fun time today talking about this adventure that I'm going on here. I'm really excited because it gives me something to do. It makes my brain work. Sitting around playing video games, watching YouTube videos is boring. All right. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna spend. So I have class this afternoon. What time is it now? I have a ton of videos to edit tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I have no classes all day, so I'm going. So I have an hour between now and my next class. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3.5 hours of classes back to back. That's gonna be crazy. I haven't had that in a while. And then I have a break, and then I have a class in the late evening. Or do I? Yes, I do. Let's double check. Yes, I have a class in the evening. Okay. And tomorrow, yeah, I don't have a class until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So all day, I'm going to sleep in, and then I'm going to edit videos. I have, 4 or 5 videos to edit together for the first week of April. My new SEO manager is going to be working on some videos. So let's cross our fingers and hope that that's money wisely invested. I haven't had any luck with SEO. I don't know what's going on. But guys, please help me out, okay? Click like, click share, make a comment. That really helps the channel get out in front of people. Even though I have 5,347 subscribers, I only get about 7% of those watching my videos. So I don't know what's happened. I know what's happened. 80% of those viewers are people who subscribed to my channel when I was in Korea, and they're not watching. And they haven't unsubscribed. They've just left it in the background, and it goes to the bottom of their list. And because they don't watch videos, it doesn't pop up on their feed. And they don't have the bell icon on, so it doesn't get dinged. I see that I have about 300 to 500 returning viewers to my videos, which I love all of you, but I really need you guys to comment, to click the like button, please. It will really help the channel grow a little bit more. Yeah, so that's happening. What else is going on? Oh, I can't wait to get on that motorcycle and go on an adventure. I gotta, when I get back from that vacation, the first week of April, I need to decide on the August vacation. When are we going? What's going on with Lady Sarah and I? So how that's going to work out, the days that we're going to go, where we're going to go. I need to finalize that so that I'm going to buy my tickets. I don't care. I'm going to buy my tickets for Sri Lankan Airlines. I'm going to buy those. But then the tickets inside Vietnam I'm going to buy them the following week because they have to coincide with Lady Sarah and her trip. So the first part of the trip is not going to be a problem in August. It's the second part in Phu Quoc, because she has to take a couple extra days off. The difference it's hot today. God, it's hot. It's only 11:30 and it's like 34 degrees. The October holiday, the price difference between going on Thursday and going on Monday, Thursday's the holiday, is almost $900. So she takes a couple of extra days off, she can save $900. She goes, I don't want to take the time off work. I go, okay, If you take the time off work, you're not getting paid, right? Those will be unpaid days off. Or you can take vacation days. She goes, well, I want to save the vacation days for later. I said, listen, let's pretend you take sick days. You take 3 sick days. You're making, let's say, $200 a day. That's $600 that you're losing. Okay? But if you go on the Thursday, you have to spend $900 more. You do the math. You get 3 extra days of vacation and you save yourself $900. I mean, you're going to spend a little bit more on vacation, yeah, but the math works out. A lot of people don't think like that. You got to think like that. You got to think, is a couple of $100 going to really change your life? No. So guys, thanks again for joining me. I'm Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. Please learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Be good to each other. And we'll see you all on Thursday.